Hello friends, I Rohit Chakravarti welcome you all. Today's topic is sales. So this topic especially I have taken for those organizations who depends more upon sales. So when I talk about sales, so the first thing which come into my mind is acquisition. So when I say acquisition, that means acquisition is equal to expansion. Acquisition cannot stay alone. So when I say about acquisition, it's definitely dependent upon the expansion plan, because acquisition is directly proportional to expansion. So a line is there which revolves in my mind that every buyer's psychology is dependent upon a different story, which is linked with a different skill. So the skill set and the story helps a sales guy to fulfill the thinking and the psychology of a buyer. So when I say about these things of sales depend upon the acquisition plan with expansion, so I have four things which are very important for the acquisition plan. So those things are actually, the first one is the knowledge factor. When I say the knowledge factor means the upgradation power of the sales guys or the comparison power of the sales guys. So it doesn't mean that when I say knowledge factor, the sales guys are not knowledgeable. They are knowledgeable, but the most important thing that they should be upgraded in regular intervals. So when a sales guy sits in front of a customer, there are a lot of questions revolve around the customer and the conversation between the sales guy and the customer. Those questions are basically more upon the product knowledge upon. So when the customer asks about the product, the sales guy should answer all the questions which the customer is asking. That's the most important thing in the conversation, because if he is not able to answer any question, the first impression of the customer becomes that the sales guy is not fully aware of his own product, which is very bad for the organization again. So the most important when I started as a mantra that the sales guy should have a complete thorough knowledge about the products which he is bringing on the table in front of the customer. For example, if I say about an example, when we generally go into market in any showroom or any place to buy laptops or mobiles. So when we go to buy a laptop or mobile, we have all the specification in our mind. Like we need a flat screen, we need a good megapixel camera, we need MBs, we need GBs in our mobile and laptops. We are fully equipped with the technical knowledge what we want as a buyer. Now when we stand there, the sales guy which is coming in front of us, he has to get more knowledge than us. Understand the thing, if we are more knowledgeable than the sales guy won't be able to pitch his product in front of us. He won't be able to sell his product in front of us. If I need a good camera with a good touch screen and the sales guy wants to sell an Apple, he needs to know everything about the product, then only he can sell it to me. So one of the most important thing is knowledge which the sales guy has, then only he can sell that product to me. Coming upon to the point 2 is listening. So listening is a power. From my side, listening is a power. It needs to be with the sales guy. It's a patience game. It's all together. Every sales guy should have a listening power with him. In a general day-to-day working, our sales guys go into the market and start talking about the products and start explaining about the products. What happens in this conversation that the customer won't be able to explain his requirement in front of him. So to get this requirement, the sales guy first of all need to have a patience and he has to listen to the customer. How this conversation happens? This conversation can happen only when the sales guy asks close-ended questions to the customer. You ask close-ended questions, he will give answers, then you ask more questions, and this become an interaction altogether, a revolving interaction between the sales guy and the customer. This helps a lot to get the psychology of the customer. As I said initially, the psychology is the main game. And when you understand the psychology, then only you can make your own story with your special skill, and then you can present your product to the customer. So to get the knowledge about the psychology, listening is one of the most important characteristic which a sales guy should develop into them. If I give an example, everyone in this world go to hotel, go to restaurants to eat food, to enjoy their days. We also go to many five-star hotels to eat food and to enjoy the evenings. But when we go to the five-star hotel, we have a set of thinking that we are going to eat this, we get to eat that. And when we see the menu card says something else which we are not able to grasp. A waiter come in front of us, he understand our thinking, our thoughts, what kind of delicacy we want, and then present the same thing which he has in his menu card in a different way. Understand the game. The waiter is playing as a sales guy in front of us, and he is presenting the delicacy in the proper way, just by understanding what we want and listening by what we want. What happens in this case? The whole scenario helps the waiter and the hotel to get a repeat order also. I come with my friends, my family to have a dine there. So this is the thing, the listening. That's why I say initially, listening is a power which every sales guy should develop inside them. The third point is also very important, and it is much linked with the listening thing, is observation. So when we talk, when we speak, when we give presentations, we should observe the customer also. How he's sitting, what kind of pen he is using, what kind of phones he is using, the body posture. You should see the surrounding, where you are sitting, what kind of people are surrounding there, everything, every damn thing for which we are sitting there. The reason behind it, when you start observing the customer now, you can understand the nature of the customer's thinking. Either he is really interested in your product, or is he really getting flow with your pitch or of your sales pitch? Is he really getting into your ambience where you can sell the product? These are the questions which you need to understand, but just by observing the customer. It's very important. The observation characteristic is very important for a sales guy to develop, to bring them a next level of selling thing. A small example which I generally remember when we talk about observation in many places, you might be listening about Make My Trip or Sterling Holidays or Club Mahindras, who generally sell their holiday trips altogether. What they do, they invite you in some hotel, in a good hotel, and they have a complete banquet hall. They invite you there, they make you sit in front of them, and they start discussing with you. The presentation is something around 25 to 30 minutes, in which they discuss upon the product for only 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that. And the rest of the 10 to 15 minutes, they talk to you about yourself. Actually, what they are doing, they are trying to understand you. They are trying to understand your income source, the way you are living your life, your lifestyle basically, the kind of car you are having, the kind of house you are having, what kind of aspirations you have. Why they are doing these things? They do these things to understand what kind of product they can give you. It's a very unique thing. Everyone should know. A guy who is earning good, if they offer a package which is not so okay kind of, is he really interested in going that package? And if a guy is earning less, is not earning good, and they give him a package which is lavish and which is very costly, is he really going to interest in that package? The whole thing is to maintain the equilibrium. This is a very unique thing which many of the sales oriented organizations do, which helps them to increase their volume and their ratios on the market. So observation again becomes so important in the whole psychology of selling your products to the customers, that it helps you in selling altogether all kind of products. Now we come to the last part of our discussion, which is solution. So solution is basically the combine of all the three: the knowledge factor, the listening power, and the observation characteristic. When you combine all these things, you can give your customer a solution. So when I say about solution, now the whole sales universe is converting themselves into solution oriented. You just cannot go to a customer and start talking about your products. Is he really interested in your product? what kind of product he is expecting from you. Is your product is going to be a solution maker for him? Is he really needs your product? These kind of questions generally arise into the mind of the customer. So, what should a sales guy do in that case? The sales guy should understand the customer, and then only he should provide his products in front of him. If he needs that product, then only he should provide the product. Otherwise, he's just wasting his time in front of the customer. So the main gaps in this whole thing is, every sales guy need to provide a solution in front of a customer in a beautiful platter, so that the customer can appreciate that effort and can get back to him with a repeat order. A unique example of this characteristic is real estate agents which works in India. If you observe it very carefully, in front of a real estate agent, there are a lot of kind of people comes and ask for properties, houses, land, and the real estate agent calmly listen, observe, talk to them, and then only he provide his solution. What he's doing actually? He's actually giving a solution to them. He's not embodying his all products, all catalogs in front of them. First of all, he understand the customer, whether this customer is, what kind of visibility he has, what kind of strength he has, what kind of payments he can make. Listen the customer properly. What kind of requirements is that? What kind of family he is having? Is he required 2 BHK, 1 BHK, or a land kind of stuff? Also, he has the complete knowledge of his work. When you talk about any property, he knows that property is not illegal, any kind of problems are there. He has done his complete paperwork behind that property. Then only he present in front of them, so that any bounce back questions can be answered by him. And then he provide a solution after doing all his homework. So, a real estate agent is actually the right answer in this world of sales universe, if I say, where the person is giving a solution in front of a customer, so that he can take the solution and go back home happily. Any real estate agent, if you are coming around and you find him successful, this is the mantra, this is the baseline behind his success actually. So what I want to say, that the solution is the whole thing which impels all the 3 characteristics, and when a sales guy can use this solution in his sales practice, the sales will go up, the companies will go up, and the profits will also go up. Thanks guys, Rohit Chakravarti taking off from this conversation. If you like the whole stuff, please share it with your friends, your colleagues. If you want to recommend me something, just write it down in the comment box. And if you want more videos like this, please subscribe me, like me to motivate me. Thank you for everything.